Subscribe to my channel Tales That Burn and press the bell icon for new stories. Galactic Empire demanded tribute. Earth warned them. Run. The chamber of the Galactic Empire's High Senate pulsed with light from crystal obelisks that shimmered across the domed ceiling. Alien voices, layered with tones both musical and harsh, filled the chamber as representatives from 100 species gathered to witness the moment. The great empire, the ruling power of half the known stars, had summoned a relatively new species to answer a simple demand. Humanity. Earth's delegation was small. A single vessel had been permitted to dock at the Council's orbital station. From it emerged 3 human envoys, 2 men and 1 woman. Their dark uniforms adorned with no gilded medals, no jewels, only a crest shaped like a star half buried in fire. Compared to the robed and jeweled ambassadors of other worlds, they seemed almost plain. But plainness was a mask. At the center of the chamber, Emperor Zytherian raised his clawed hand, silencing the crowd. His scales glimmered gold in the radiant glow, and his voice echoed with mechanical resonance. "Humans of Earth," he intoned, "you stand before the empire of 10,000 systems. You stand before order, stability, and dominion. We have allowed your kind to spread, but now you must accept the truth. You owe tribute, shipments of ore, soldiers for the legions, and genetic tie for the Council's archives. Pay or suffer annihilation." The chamber hushed. Dozens of alien species leaned forward, eager to see the response of these strange newcomers who had risen so quickly. The lead human stepped forward. He was older, his hair streaked with gray, his stance heavy with calm authority. He looked not at the Emperor, but across the gathered aliens, as though measuring them. Then he spoke. "You demand tribute," he said softly, "but you do not understand. Earth is not your subject. Earth is not your vassal. Earth is warning you. Run." The words hit the chamber like a blade. Silence fell. Then, as expected, came laughter. "Run," hissed one senator, a serpentine creature coiling in amusement. "They do not even possess fleets equal to a single Imperial battle group." "Perhaps they believe words alone can slay," mocked another, her wings rattling with disdain. But the Emperor did not laugh. His golden eyes narrowed, locked on the human. "Explain." The human envoy's eyes flickered, as though recalling centuries of pain. "For 4,000 years," he said, "we were silent. We clawed our way through plagues, wars, fire, and famine. We bled against each other until we forged ourselves into something sharper than any blade. When the stars opened to us, we thought we might find peace. Instead, we find tyrants demanding tribute." He paused, and the chamber seemed to grow colder. "You mistake us for prey. But humanity has no predators left. Not on Earth. Not in the stars. When you demand we kneel, you demand we become something we cannot. And when you threaten us," his voice hardened, steel cutting through the air, "you remind us of what we were forged for. War." Murmurs rippled. Some aliens leaned back in unease. Others dismissed it as bravado. Emperor Zytherian rose to his full height. "You dare!" The human envoy raised a hand, interrupting. "No, you dare. You demanded tribute. This is your only warning. Run, because when humanity comes for you, there will be no second chance." And with that, the humans turned and walked away. The Empire dismissed it as arrogance. Within weeks, an Imperial fleet was dispatched toward Earth. 3 massive dreadnoughts and a score of cruisers. It was not meant as a war, merely as a show of force, to remind the newcomers of their place. The fleet never returned. What returned instead were fragments of transmissions, static, screams, and the unmistakable thunder of human war drums carried on encrypted channels that no alien AI could decipher. Panic spread. Whispers filled the corridors of the Empire. How had Earth, primitive Earth, done this? Then came the second warning. Not a fleet, a single ship. It emerged at the edge of the Imperial capital system, blood-red hull scarred with the symbols of wars no alien could translate. The ship was small compared to an Imperial dreadnought, but it radiated menace. It broadcast no threats, no demands. Only a short message on every frequency. This is what you chose. Run. The Imperial Navy scrambled. Dozens of ships encircled the lone vessel, weapons primed. But before the order to fire was given, the human ship moved. It did not use known faster-than-light maneuvers. It bent space around itself like a predator sliding through tall grass. Energy weapons meant to vaporize continents struck its shields and simply disappeared, swallowed by some technology that should not exist. The human vessel answered with a single shot, not plasma, not antimatter, something darker, a beam that split one Imperial battleship clean in half, leaving its remains drifting like bones in the void. The fleet faltered, and in that hesitation, the human vessel was gone, slipping into nothingness as if the void itself had carried it away. The Senate chamber was in chaos. "They must have allies," shouted one. "They have unearthed forbidden weapons," cried another. The Emperor slammed his claw upon the throne. "Silence! They are human, nothing more." But his words rang hollow, for even he could not deny the fear curling in his gut. Whispers grew into rumors, and rumors into terror. Stories spread like wildfire of colonies that tried to resist Earth's warnings and were wiped clean without fleets ever arriving, of humans walking among alien cities unnoticed, until a single word brought empires crashing down. The galaxy began to understand. Humanity was not offering defiance. They were offering mercy, once. A chance to run. Because behind their calm faces, their plain uniforms, their simple words, lay a truth older than empires. Humanity was a storm. And when the storm rises, it does not kneel. It consumes. The Emperor sat alone in his chamber, gazing out at the stars. For the first time in centuries, he felt the chill of something he had forgotten long ago. Fear. The humans had warned him, and the stars themselves seemed to whisper it now. Run, friends. This was today's story from Tales That Burn Fire. If you enjoyed the story, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss any new stories.